Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you today. The Caitlin Clark effect strikes again, this time catapulting the WNBA to levels they didn't think were possible if we only look back 2 years from now. Caitlin Clark has put the WNBA number one on Morning Consult's fastest growing brands of 2024. Morning Consult's fastest growing brands is the definitive measure of brand growth for both emerging and established brands, showcasing a wide range of companies and products that accelerated their consumer appeal and awareness in 2024. Folks, I went onto their website. I looked a little bit in depth. They have technology out the ass. They have updated metrics out the wazoo. They are a leading performer when it comes to taking all types of advanced metrics, advanced numbers, and coming to a certain conclusion. This is no small measure, not by any means at all. This is the first time a sports league has been number one on this list. Number one on this list, first time a sports league. No NWSL, no MLS, none of these new up-and-coming leagues, USFL, none of these leagues have been on UFC, PFL, Bellator. None of them have sniffed being on top of this list, but the WNBA is on top of this list, and yes, it is 99.9% to do with Caitlin Clark. ChatGPT was number one last year, and you know how big ChatGPT has become over the last 12 to 16 months. The number one performing engine in AI. Everybody uses ChatGPT. I know Twitter X is trying to get their Grok AI up to snuff. Currently, ChatGPT seems to be the standard. If there's another little golden AI out there, and you guys want to put me hip to it, please let me know in the comment section. Is there another AI besides ChatGPT that gives you the results that's as reliable? Please let me know in the comment section below. But this is no small feat as all. Folks, WNBA number one with 3.82% growth. 3.82 growth over Ben & Jerry's, Brisk Iced Tea, Experian, Microsoft Copilot, YouTube Shorts, Disney Plus, Smart Water, Pizza Hut making a comeback, and Coach, the clothing brand. Look at the WNBA games, right, this past season. WNBA 2024 record viewership across all ESPN platforms. The WNBA draft, 2.4 million, up 328% for the year prior. The WNBA regular season up 170% the year prior. The All-Star game, 3.4 million people tuned in to the All-Star game, up 305% for the year prior. The WNBA Finals, 1.6 million viewers average, up 115%. The most viewed WNBA Finals in 20 years. And then WNBA Countdown, which is ESPN's lead-in show, 429,000. The WNBA, like it or not, folks, is hot right now. We gotta be honest, and it is because of Caitlin Clark is making the WNBA hot, right? The WNBA is cool because Caitlin Clark. Let's call a spade here. It's fortunate that when we showed up to the WNBA, we see beasts like Kelsey Mitchell on her team. We see players like Kennedy Carter, like her or love her, like her or don't like her, right? We're reminded of Tina Charles. We're reminded of Diana Taurasi. We see a Jackie Young. We see a Asia Wilson, right? Angel Reese, part of the storyline as well, going back to college. The media loves to, you say Caitlin, you say Angel. You say Angel, you say Caitlin. They love to put these two together. When it comes to the WNBA growth, 99% of that is Caitlin Clark. Make no mistake about it. Angel Reese has her small little percentage cut out of the pie. That's the truth, folks. That's the truth. The rankings are determined by measuring growth in the share of consumers who say they would consider purchasing from a brand over the course of the year. In addition to earning the number one spot among all U.S. adults, the league appeared on the top 20 lists for 8 out of 12 key demographics, including at number 4 among men, number 10 among boomers, number 4 among financial elites. WNBA has branched out to the male demographic and to the boomer demographic, the older demographic, 60, 70-year-olds, I believe, at this point. This is because you know who. Come on. What are we doing here? The fact that they're trickling into this demographic that they never thought that they would ever see is because you know who. It's because a certain somebody plays a style of basketball that is incredibly impressive. That captivates your imagination. When you think there's no way she's pulling up, she pulls up. When there's no way that's going, it goes in. She's not getting by that defender. Whoop, right by her. Finishing right at the rim. She's not going to try to make that pass. Yeah, she's going to try to make that pass, and that pass is going to be made. She's not going to thread that needle, is she? Yep, consider the needle threaded. Humble off the court. Uses her platform for good off the court. A role model. Someone who you want young kids to look up to aspire to. It's unfortunate what all these sponsorships have done with Caitlin Clark. We also have the WNBA's new media rights deal. $2.2 billion over 11 years from ESPN parent company Disney, NBC, and Amazon. As part of the deal, ESPN will no longer have the exclusive rights to the WNBA Finals. It's going to be a rotating door now. Amazon's going to have it a year. ABC, ESPN's going to have it a year. NBC might have it a year. It's going to rotate. The WNBA caught lightning in a bottle, and unfortunately, Kathy Engelbert doesn't know what to do with it. The motion is just so much. The momentum that Caitlin Clark has is so much. The crown that she wears is so heavy. The following is so large. There's no sign of it slowing down at all whatsoever. So even with the WNBA at every turn dropping the ball and how to handle this, the following, the fans, they won't let this fall. They won't let this drop. And as long as she continues to act how she acts off the court and balls how she balls on the court, the WNBA will continue to grow. As long as Caitlin Clark continues to grow. The WNBA will go as far as Caitlin Clark will take it. Caitlin Clark's the hottest thing moving. Therefore, ergo, WNBA, hottest thing moving. But there is going to start to be needing an influx of talent next year, the year after, the year after, the year after, that keeps people intrigued. There has to be a supporting cast. You can't expect her to do it all by herself, no matter how great and amazing and talented she is. There still needs to be other bodies in this league. But for the foreseeable future, there's no slowing down at all. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all of the support. Like the video if you enjoyed today's content. Subscribe to the channel. I also greatly appreciate that. As always, take it easy.